Well, hello, and thanks for joining today. I'm back home again in Indiana after spending the summer in Alaska as a photography guide. I had a wonderful summer in Alaska again as a photography guide and exploring on my own for some photography. And a special thank you to all my guests that I had this summer. It was great spending time with you. Hopefully got you some great shots as well. And I apologize to the few of them that we just had bad weather days. And on the drive home, I had plenty of time to reflect on the time that I had spent with all the photographers, guiding them, helping them get the best shots that we could, and can provide a little bit of advice for how you could best prepare for your next photography tour. So right before I left Alaska, had the opportunity to watch and photograph this beautiful bull moose. And it was pretty late at night, actually. It was probably 10 o'clock, maybe even 11 o'clock at night. So the light wasn't great. But luckily, the moose kept coming closer and closer to me as I had hunkered down and was trying to predict the direction it was going to travel, and got lucky enough to get these photos. And a little bit later down the road, as I got closer to the Alaska border, spotted this beautiful bald eagle and an immature bald eagle in the same area. So I watched them, got a couple decent photos, then head out down the road. Number one, sure you've heard it before, gear is not the most critical thing. Sure, we all want more expensive gear, we all want more gear, but it doesn't always improve your photography. In fact, I had plenty of photographers that only had smartphones, and they were able to capture great landscape images with their smartphones. The most critical thing about gear is know how to use what you do have. Know the settings, know how to use it, know the basics of photography with your gear, the exposure triangle, for example, how to focus. Saw a black bear up here, so I turned around, see if we can get a look at it without scaring it away or endangering anybody. But there it is. And I've got a big truck coming up. So we'll get over. There he is down there, he or she. Number two, the clearer your expectations of a photo tour, the better the chance of getting positive results. And from a beginner to an advanced pro, there's obviously going to be a variety of goals and expectations from a photography tour. Just think through it, have clear goals for the tour, and share that with your guide of what you want to achieve on this tour. For some guests, they just want to be taken to some iconic locations or some premium locations that the guide knows of to get the best photos. To others, they need help with compositions or even how to set up their camera. Just be clear on that with your guide. And as I said before, the more you know about your camera before you go on a tour, the more likely you are to have positive results. Then as I got into the Yukon and close to the Canadian Rockies and into the Canadian Rockies, spotted a lot of wildlife, including this caribou, saw a little bit of mountain goats as well, and just enjoyed the view and had beautiful weather for the drive. Well, I think I'm going to pull in here to Toad River Campground, see if they've got a campsite open. So I can shower here in the morning or tonight. Stayed here before. Stayed here the first time I came to Alaska. on motorcycles with Matt. Matt, if you're watching, see if you remember the place. It was a good trip, buddy. Back on the road after camping out at Toad River last night. Got a slow start to the morning. Such a beautiful morning. Had breakfast and photographed the moose that were in the lake. Just a couple females, but anyway, enjoy the photos, and I'm gonna continue south on the Alcan. Still north of Edmonton, going through the edge of the storm, rained pretty heavily there for a few moments. Number 3, be honest with your self-assessment of your skills and share that with your guide as well. This will allow the guide to focus their input on your photography as you need it the most. If you need help with the exposure triangle or what aperture does, let the guide know. He or she will be happy to help you out with it, and in fact, that's their job. Then if you need help with composition, tell the guide that. These guides typically know the locations that they're at very well and have probably photographed those locations multiple times, hundreds of times perhaps. And they have looked at plenty of compositions there, and they know where the best compositions are. Key is be humble, be honest, share your weaknesses, share where you need help in, and that will help the guide know where to put their time at. If you tell the guide that you're an expert and you know everything about your camera and you know everything about your compositions, you're probably not going to get a lot of input during that tour, where the guide will spend more time with the other folks. So be honest, be humble. The results will be much better. You'll get much more positive results out of your tour. In Saskatchewan, about 100 miles north of the U.S. border. It's a beautiful warm day out. Stopped to photograph a couple barns along the way. Something a little bit different. Hope you enjoy. I'm still driving south, a little bit north of the U.S.-Canadian border, and I photographed a couple barns along the way. I'm near Lang. I'm in Saskatchewan, and saw these grain silos, so something a little bit different. Don't typically photograph a lot of farm scenes, but love the looks of these, the old lettering on it. Colors aren't too bad, not very bright, but just kind of cool to see them out here. I wish I could get a little bit more foreground or a little bit more interest in it, but we'll get it for what it's worth. Just always interesting to see these different sites and try some different photography schemes and compositions. So anyway, rambling on enough. Take a look. Let me know what you think. So thanks for joining today. Hope you enjoyed the video and the photos taken and the input of how to better prepare for your next photography tour. And if there was any benefit, if you could, please like the video. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. And for everybody, I hope you get a chance to get outside.